Hi everyone, welcome to Science Lab. The signs are happening because Jesus is coming. Every day we are looking at some of the signs that are happening around us. In this episode, we are going to see about some things that are happening in the sky.
Since ancient times, we have asked what lies over horizon and beyond oceans. Where does the world end? As we push further and further out, our journey has revealed a solar system, a galaxy, a universe on larger and larger scales. And now, a new set of theories is telling us that time and space are incomprehensibly large. What will we learn on our search for the edge of the universe?
If you could step away from our world, what would you see? How do deserts fit in with oceans or mountains with floodplains? What structures connect Earth to other planets, the stars, and beyond?
The ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle believed Earth lay at the center of the series of 55 celestial spheres, with each moving in a way that predicted the position of the planets or the stars within them. He saw these outer realms as home to the gods. He said, they are made of pure substances that are not found in Earth.
The Greeks were also the first to see celestial events as natural phenomena subject to human investigation. One skywatcher named Anaxagoras suggested that meteors are made of materials found on Earth and might have actually come from the Earth. He and other Greek astronomers helped build the foundation of science, but they would be shocked to see the discoveries being made by their counterparts today. The stars and planets that once harbored the gods are now seen as infinitesimal parts of vast scaffolding of matter and energy that extend far out into space. Aristotle's model of a cosmos centered on the Earth lasted until the 16th century. Nicolaus Copernicus proposed the Earth and other planets instead revolve around the Sun. Based on his findings that planets have their own orbits, scientists constructed new models that describe their movements over time. Copernicus noted too that the firmament, the stars, lay far, far beyond the solar system. Our model of the universe began to get much larger in the year 1609, when the scientist Galileo Galilei used the first astronomical telescope. He observed that the Milky Way, a broad band of the light that rises up in summer skies, is actually composed of stars. Centuries later, astronomers discovered that the Milky Way is actually a vast revolving disk. They characterized the universe as an island of stars and gas, immense yet still limited in size. This model of an island universe would soon collapse under the weight of scientific evidence. Working with the huge new 100-inch telescope on California Mount Wilson, astronomer Edwin Hubble and an assistant named Milton Humason analyzed the light of fuzzy patches of sky known as the nebulae. They found that these patches were actually galaxies unto themselves, but located far beyond our own. They also found that many of these galaxies are moving away from us. The farther away they are, faster they are receding.
This discovery sparked the rise of a whole new model of the universe, one filled with countless galaxies that's growing larger all the time. Because it takes the light of these distant galaxies millions, even billions of years to reach us. The deeper into space astronomers peered, the farther back in time they ventured.
To study the history of the cosmos, scientists opened larger and larger telescopes to capture light and every more distance reaches to the universe. They began to see that the stars and the universe at larger are not as peaceful or static as we had once believed.
In an age of atomic weapons and nuclear physics, a whole new model of the universe emerged, a dynamic realm shaped by giant exploding stars, shock waves, and black holes. In this view, the universe had its origin in a violent primordial event, a Big Bang. The Big Bang model rested on four main pillars: that the universe as a whole is expanding in all directions. If you turn the clock back, you'd see that all matter and energy had a common starting point in space and time. The existence of light elements like hydrogen, which would have formed in very early times and later converted to heavier elements. That there is light wafting through the universe that was emitted when the universe was young and stretched out over time into microwaves. Finally, it established a time frame for the evolution of stars, galaxies, and the large-scale structures of the universe. But this new model of a Big Bang universe proved incomplete. Recent precision measurements gathered by the Hubble Space Telescope and other instruments have brought a consensus that the universe dates back 13.7 billion years. Taking cosmic expansion into account, galaxies at the edge of the visible universe are actually 46 billion light years away from us in each direction. What's beyond those galaxies? They have their own horizons that extend that much farther out. What's beyond them? Where does it all end? And how did the universe grow to such an immense size? Another observation puzzles astronomers no matter what part of the sky you examine. The spread of galaxies, the density of matter, and the temperature are the same on large scales. To achieve this degree of homogeneity over its entire breadth, the universe would have to expand it far faster and to great extent than allowed by the standard Big Bang model.
In the beginning, when God opened his mouth and spoke out the word, everything was created like a Big Bang. Without understanding it, scientists are saying everything came into existence all of a sudden, and they call it a Big Bang theory. Actually, it is God who spoke it and it all happened. And now, it's time for the trivial question of the day. How many planets are in our solar system?
Option A, 8 planets. Option B, 9 planets. Option C, 10 planets.
And let's find out the answer after a short break.